Here, me.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Change result.
Is no
Restart.
result.
I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer.
Anyway, as I was saying before I was interrupted, if you're just joining us, we are preempting your regularly scheduled encore episode of Celebrity Family Feud to bring you this special report.
It's a Monday morning, and you know what that means, streamers. Welcome back to the Isolation Station of Love. And when I say welcome back to the Isolation Station of Love, welcome back because it has been a hot minute since we've done the Daz Does Disney Dance. I am your host. It's me. It's the D-O-Z, Landon the Daz Doan, and welcome back to the Captain Poochie era of podcast, y'all, because we're doing the dang Daz Does Disney thing again. Thank you to one Justin Monorail, the podfather himself, for the handoff last week when we parked the monorail of the Monday morning monorail one last time, and we passed it off back to me over here on Daz Does Disney. So that means that you, the lovely listener, will still continue to get your Disney news that you need to get your week started off the right way. Now, format might be changed, and we'll get to that here in a bit, but because we are back on the Daz Does Disney-ish, as it were, we're going to be shaking some things up. We're going to be bringing some stuff back that the Daz Does Disney thing did, and one of those things that the Daz Does Disney thing did is This Week in Disney History!
Turn down for what?
Man, yeah. That was a good one. That's a callback. Got a good one for the callback. Yeah, we're doing This Week in Disney History. Yep. I remember, you remember, and if you're a first-time listener, that's what we do here on Daz Does Disney. Before we get to the Disney news, we like to look back from where we came from before we get to the present. And before we can talk about the present, we like to see how we got here. And we like to talk about how we got here. We like to look at the week that we're talking about. So we're talking all the way in the year of 2004, a very much loved attraction. Stitch's Great Escape officially opened in Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom with a short ceremony held in front of Cinderella's castle, which is covered in Stitch's toilet paper. You remember when they did that? Everybody loved it, as a matter of fact. Nobody complained at all. A Theater in the Round experience based on the 2002 animated feature Lilo and Stitch is the fourth attraction to occupy the site in Tomorrowland. Stitch's Great Escape includes much of the technology and set from its predecessor, the extraterrestrial alien encounter, which little Landon had a terrorizing experience on. That's in previous podcasts. We're not going to talk about that. Also debuting on this date back in 2004 in Epcot is the Turtle Talk with Crush, which I think is kind of a fun experience if you've never checked it out. Designed by Walt Disney Imagineering in collaboration with Pixar, the attraction, which features Crush from Finding Nemo, is located in Future World. There you go. Going to November 18th.
Oh, birthday!
Oh, dadgummit, we have a very, very special birthday. I don't know why I'm breaking out that voice. I don't know if you've heard of this special boy all the way back in 1928, Mickey Mouse stars in Steamboat Willie, the first commercially successful animated cartoon to use synchronized sound. Disney's third Mickey short, but first with sound, debuts as a sneak preview at Universal's Colony Theater, located at Broadway and 53rd Street in New York City. It's shown before the feature film Gang War. Steamboat Willie is co-directed by Walt Disney and Ub Iwerks and features the first appearance of Minnie Mouse. It is animated by Ub Iwerks. Walt himself supplies the voices for all the characters, although there isn't any real spoken dialogue, just whistling, grunts, laughter, and other vocal sounds. Walt sits nervously at the rear of the theater to gags of the audience reactions. To his delight, the colony's echoes with laughter and giggles throughout the short. Steamboat Willie will be shown every night for 2 weeks. And despite the fact that this isn't really Mickey's first cartoon to be made or released, it is still considered Mickey Mouse's true debut, and so it is considered his birthday. So everybody, happy birthday, Mickey Mouse. Yeah. To the mouse that makes it all happen, I hope you have a happy birthday, Mickey Mouse. I don't know what that voice is. Anyway, also on this date, November 18th, in 2016, Pizza Rizzo makes its debut in Hollywood Studios. This new quick service, Muppet-themed restaurant in Hollywood Studios has its official grand opening, located where Toy Story Planet Pizza once stood. Rizzo the Rat owns and operates this pizzeria where guests can dine in a cheesy banquet hall. Because, cheese, pizza, cheesy, banquet. Y'all got it. And then moving on, November 19th, 1990, Disney World's Beach Club Resort, located at 1800 Epcot Resort Boulevard, opens on this date. This deluxe Disney property takes after the luxurious Victorian Cape Cod Resort and features Stormalong Bay, an enormous swimming pool. Also debuting is the Atlantic Wear and Wardrobe Emporium shop there in the hotel. So there you go. If that happens to be your home resort, if you're a DVC member, yeah. There you go. Tip of the cap to you. On November the 22nd, also in some resort news. This actually applies to me because I love this place. The Swan Hotel opens right there on property at 1200 Epcot Resort Boulevard. Though this one, it is on property, not actually managed by Disney. It's operated by Wesson Hotels at the time. It still might be, but I know it's not operated by Disney. I'm not getting into the weeds on that one. Miss me on that one. And then finally, on November 22nd, this week in Disney history, 1994, Disney World's All-Star Music Resort opens at 1801 West Buena Vista Drive. It is the second phase of what will be a 4-themed All-Star Resort. The All-Star Music is located on the south portion of the Disney World property and is divided into 5 areas: Calypso, Jazz Inn, Rock Inn, Country Fair, and Broadway. Calypso is the first to open on this day. So there you go. That has been This Week in Disney History. I forget if I had a sounder to give you, or we might just transition into the news or something. Y'all, it's been a hot minute since I've done this, if I'm being completely honest. And it's been a long day. I've had to fight with my computer a lot to actually get this damn thing to record. Little pixies behind the curtains. Anyway, light week when it comes to Disney news. It's more so on the looking at the holidays as we head into the end of the year. But that makes sense because Disney itself is geared up for the holidays as they also head into the end of the year. of course, this is Does Disney, so we have to talk about after our holiday events selling out, because y'all, if you haven't got your Very Merry tickets, you need to get them now. Otherwise, you're not going to. We're going to get to that in a second. But before we get into the parks, let's talk about some resorts stuff, because let's head to the Grand Floridian, because there is a bar that has been officially opened. We're talking about the Perch, because the new bar at the Disney Grand Floridian is now open. We're talking about the Perch, as it pays homage to the birdcage that it replaced. Construction has been completed. The new venue has 9 types of wine on the menu, 3 beers, 2 cocktails, and a non-alcoholic drink for those that just want to enjoy the taste, but not necessarily the spirits, for a variety of reasons. And I respect that. Not everybody's looking to imbibe on that for a variety of reasons. And once again, I respect that, to each their own. The Perch officially opened on November 10th. I'm looking at pictures of this. This really does look like the birdcage that it replaced. I think this is a very nice tip of the cap. It is a very nice replacement, question mark. Now, some people might say just leave it as it was. And I don't know if I necessarily disagree, but if there's a spot that Disney can monetize something, Disney's going to take that shot. So I understand that. And me, Smokin' Hot Fiance, and the Lotus have a trip down there. And the Smokin' Hot Fiance, her resort is the Grand Flo. And we have already made plans to go hit up the Perch. And she is looking forward to it. I showed her pictures of this today when I was recording it. And she thinks this looks great. I think this looks cool. I will be interested to see how this changes the atmosphere of the lobby in the Grand Floridian, if I'm being completely honest. Because every time I'm in the Grand Floridian, even if I have a purpose to be there, I still feel out of place, because it's like, this is way too nice for me to be in, right? And I can't be the only one. And now they're inviting the riff-raff bar people. And I literally just did air quotes. Y'all can't see this. I'm recording a podcast. Good job, Landon. But now there's a bar sitting in the lobby of the Grand Floridian. I'm interested to see if this is going to change the feel. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like maybe I'm speaking out of my ass on this. Maybe I'm being crazy on this. But I don't know. Like if this is going to change the flow of the flow, so to speak. But I am looking forward to checking this out. This is already on our schedule for when we go down next month to do our resort hopping and stuff like this. I'm also curious to see how this is going to impact the gingerbread stuff, because last I remembered, the gingerbread stuff was in the lobby of the Grand Floridian. I don't know for a fact that the gingerbread stuff is going to be up in the lobby of the Grand Floridian. So I once again might be speaking out of my ass. Wouldn't be the first, won't be the last. Y'all been listening to me podcast for a long time. Y'all know that. So I'm curious if we're now introducing a bar where people are sitting around and people are encouraged to hang out not only at the bar, in the lobby, not only while they're checking in and stuff like that, they're encouraged to hang out, sit, get a drink, yada yada, spend money. We'll be interested to see how this all plays out over the next couple weeks, couple months. But I'm interested to see the Perch. I'm interested to check out their beverages, as it were. Once again, 9 types of wine, 3 beers, 2 cocktails, and a non-alcoholic drink, as it were. It's interesting that they're leaning into wines on the menu. So apparently they know their clientele there in the Grand Flo, so they think they are wine connoisseurs. So there you go. There you go. Looking forward to checking out the Perch. Staying outside of the parks, heading over to the Polynesian, as it were. If you are wanting to check out the Wailulu Bar, you now have the option coming up in the month of December to make online reservations for the Wailulu Bar at the Polynesian Island Tower. That's going to be starting on December the 3rd, with the earliest reservation date being December the 4th. This is something that is also on the radar for my upcoming trip. So I am looking forward to that, but I have yet to be able to check out the Wailulu Bar. So the menu looks great, and the views also look great from the Polynesian Island Tower. So just very laid back, very picturesque, as it were. So I am looking forward to possibly booking that for my party on our resort hopping day to head over there to the Polynesian Island Tower. And you now have the online option to book that, so you know you have a spot as opposed to the walk up. Hey, can we get on the list? What do you have for walk up options, stuff like that. So I'm always going to be a fan of knowing you have this, as opposed to, say, Trader Sam's. Hey, what's the wait? Cool, I'm gonna get on a wait list, and then we'll see if we can get you in. We'll text you, and then you have like a 10-minute window or something like that. So I love the fact that Wailulu Bar and Grill is now on that option where you can book that, and that starts on December 3rd with the earliest reservation date being December 4th. So check that out. Just heads up, FYI, or FYE for your entertainment. So let's head to the parks. I've talked about it. You know, on Does Disney, I love talking about, this is my wheelhouse right here. Talking about after hour events selling out. For some reason, I'm a sicko. Yep, all about the sickos. Me and Tony Khan in All Elite Wrestling, we're sickos like that. If you don't have your tickets for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas, you have December 16th. That's it. As of this recording, I'm recording this on November 16th at 4:26 in the afternoon. That's it. December 16th is it. Every other day is sold out. That's it. You can pay $219 a head to get into Very Merry. Otherwise, you're going to be left out in the cold. Y'all, on the monorail, I told you this was going to happen. Snope was going to be falling on you. But not on Main Street, USA. Because all of these dang after-hour things sell out. Disney keeps jacking the prices up, which, by the way, Disney just reported like record gainings or record profits for last year. Finally, something good happens for Disney. Whatever. But like December 16th is it. Like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. If you and your party are planning a trip down to Disney and you wanted to go to Very Merry and it doesn't involve December the 16th, maybe pivot to Jollywood Night. I haven't looked into the Jollywood Night availability. I apologize about that. But Very Merry, it's December the 16th or GTFO. Actually, let me look up Jollywood Night right now.
A few moments later.
Okay, I just pulled up Disney's website. Once again, recording this on November 16th. Jollywood Nights is still readily available. November 17th, 22nd, 24th, 19th, and then hopping over to December the 1st, 6th, 10th, 13th, 17th, and 22nd. So Jollywood Nights is still very, very available. But that is a stark contrast from very merry. You have 1 day left in December 16th for very merry. Otherwise, you are SOL, baby. And I really hope y'all got your tickets for the party night that y'all wanted to party. Otherwise, might be getting a lump of coal for Christmas this year. But speaking of Jollywood Nights, let's talk about if somebody in your party has access to a photo pass or something like that, because your boy loves to take advantage of anytime he sees a cast member with a camera, he's going to have fun with it. And anytime you go to an after-hour party, they have some fun magic shots, and that definitely is the case when it comes to this year's Jollywood Nights. Disney has released the list of this year's Jollywood Nights Photo Pass magic shops. So, magic shots. There we go. So we got Ollie, who's going to be near ABC Commissary. We got a Hollywood Hotel Ollie shot as well, right near the exit. We have a Disney Jollywood Night sign photo pass shop. That's going to be near the entrance between the park, between Oscar's Super Sign and the Sunset Boulevard. We also have the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater car all dressed up for the Hollywoods. That's obviously going to be near Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater, looking all fun and stuff like that. If you want to get a shot with the gift box with the Hollywood Tower Hotel in the backdrop, it's obviously going to be, near Tower of Terror, but that's going to be available Sunset Boulevard near the entrance of Fantasmic, so the cast member can frame you up and stuff like that. We have the Ollie slate, which is going to be available on Hollywood Boulevard at Echo Lake. So there you go. You can get your picture in front of the tree and the boat all dressed up for Christmas. This one right here is a must-do. I think it's going to be one of, if not the most popular magic shots. If you want to get a picture with Kermit the Frog, sorry, that's my really bad Kermit, and Miss Piggy, the Muppets Holiday Magic Shot is going to be available on Sunset Boulevard. Looking from the picture that I'm looking at, it's going to be probably middle of Sunset Boulevard, like right before if you know where the booth that sells the moonshine drinks are, I would say it's right in front of that. That's where I would say that is, like right in front of where the shops are. I know when I say shops, it's like, damn it, Landon, there's shops everywhere, but right along Sunset Boulevard. But just go on Sunset Boulevard and ask a cast member. They will be able to help you. But the Muppets, I feel like, are a must-do magic shot, at least for me. And I feel like if you're a fan of the monorail and the hashtag Save the Muppets movement, even though varying success, you have to get that one. The Fantasia slate is going to be available at the Red Carpet Dream. It's a good-looking shot. And then Villains props. Oh, yeah, for the newly debuted Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After. Okay, now I understand why Jay had problems with these names. They're awful to say. Available near the entrance of Disney's Villains Unfairly Ever After. God. But still, as much as I hate to say the names, those props are cool. I mean, it's like you got the poison apple. Looks like Jafar's staff. And, poison for Cusco. I got the poison for Cusco. Poison for Cusco. They got, but yeah, like honestly, the fact that they got a representation for Emperor's New Groove in the park, I'm all about it. Poison for Cusco. If you want to get a Life Day magic shot, head over to Galaxy's Edge. Well, I say They could have put it near Star Tours, but that would have been a choice. A wrong choice, but still a choice. But that's going to be available near the X-Wing. Looks cool. And then the Holiday Mickey Lights, that's going to be available near the Holiday Tree at Echo Lake. I am super excited to experience Jollywood Nights. To the point that I bought the Lotus. That's what I call my mom, by the way, if you're a first-time listener. Which, by the way, if you're a first-time listener, hi, thank you for coming aboard. Also, if you're a first-time listener, how the hell did you find us at this point? I'm legit curious. Let us know. I'm so excited for Jollywood Nights. I bought her a straight-up extra day so we could have a full day in Hollywood Studios to do stuff, to do attractions, because I want us to experience everything that Jollywood Nights does. We didn't do that for Magic Kingdom and Very Merry. Part of the reason is I think you get into the park early enough for Very Merry, and you don't with Jollywood Night. But also, on the flip side, I think with Jollywood Night, there's so much with the shows and the characters, and now with the magic shots, it's like, we would have run out of time if we were splitting our time between attractions and be like, okay, cool, let's try and go catch this show, or let's stand in line for this attraction, and then let's go do this shot. It like, I'm very much looking forward to Jollywood Nights. I know it had a rocky launch. Even Disney would admit it. The fact that they pivoted that hard. But I really think Disney fixed it, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. And I'll report back on our experience, and like I'm super excited for it. And the last piece of Disney news to report on this week. We're heading over to Epcot. We're going to talk about the iconic Epcot ball, but in a minute form. Maybe in a minute gingerbread form, because Disney has confirmed that the gingerbread Spaceship Earth display is going to be returning for the 2025 International Festival of the Holidays. This display debuted last year, and to the surprise of no one, was a hit with everybody as they gazed at this marvel in all of its 8-foot glory of this gingerbread version of Spaceship Earth. Here is the announcement from Disney that they gave last year. During the festival, Communicore Hall will be the ultimate destination for holiday cheer as it transforms into a festive wonderland, complete with another chance to meet Santa Claus. Whether you call him Saint Nick, Pierre Noel, or Father Christmas, Santa will be ready to greet you and your family with a smile and a hearty ho ho ho. All right, I'm done doing that. But yeah, it's like, I think it's really cool that Disney is bringing this back, and it's like, of course everybody loved this. This is, well, first of all, it's the daggum Epcot ball. Everybody loves the Epcot ball. I don't know why I'm saying like that, but it's like, it's Spaceship Earth. Who doesn't love Spaceship Earth? And it's a Disney icon. It, like, other than Cinderella Castle, what do you think about when you say Walt Disney World? The Epcot ball. And now you're giving it to us in gingerbread form. And oh yeah, by the way, it lights up just like its big sister. Every 15 minutes, it lights up, does a show just like the big old big girl. Yeah, there's a 3-minute light show that it does. So yeah, if you finally might have a reason to go into Communicore Hall, if I'm being honest. Other than to play Lorcana. Yeah, so check that out if you find yourself in Epcot for the 2025 International Festival of the Holidays, which me, Smoking Hot Fiance, and the Lotus are definitely going to be in there for. And you know what my ass is going to do? I'm going to go look at the 8-foot gingerbread version of my girl of the golf ball, Spaceship Earth. Because, I mean, like, oh, how cool is that? It's like what Disney can do. It's like, I know it's easy to bag on Disney sometimes. Very easy to bag on Disney sometimes, but every now and then it's like, Disney, I'm proud of you, son. Yeah, it's like, And Disney at Christmas, I mean, it's just like, God. See, stuff like that, it's like, you remember, it's like, yeah, okay, that's the magic. That's the stuff. Put it in my veins. Sorry. All right, I'm rambling. All right, anyway, that's all the news that's fit to report this week. So let's talk about the future of this podcast. No, we're not going away. Y'all have already had enough whiplash. I apologize about that. So let's talk about the format. Honestly, I'm leaning towards maybe a every other week, if I'm being honest. Now, if there's breaking news, of course, I'm going to jump into the virtual studios and give you the latest. I'm going to give you my thoughts. I'm going to give you my very bad comedy takes on this because y'all have come along with the ride on me, and I am here for you guys. Honestly, I'm here for you guys, period. Like, this is why I'm doing this. Like this is a labor of love, and y'all are on the other end of this. Like, I love you guys. I love you. I love you. Proud of you, son. Sorry, me and the Smoking Hot Fiance watched a lot of Psych this weekend, so it's like I have a lot of Sean and Gus in my head. Watch Psych on Peacock. It's such a good show. But like I'm leaning towards an every other week format, but I still might drop mini episodes in here and there. It's like if there's a fun piece of news that like just tickles the fancy, as it were. And I get home from work because, you know, I do work in the middle of the night, but I still get home, you know, by like lunch. I could still do that. I could record something and drop it and poop right there in your podcast feed. A surprise podcast maybe. I'm not opposed to that, but, you know, don't hold me to it. But what you're expecting when it comes to, I was going to say the monorail, hard habit to break, as it were, but I guess does Disney going forward. Let's expect every other week until I tell you otherwise. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. And we're going to be taking the rest of the year off. Because the holidays are coming up. Y'all, Thanksgiving is knocking on the door, and then at that point, I mean, like, Mariah Carey is going to be relentless. And also Santa and Jesus and stuff like that. Hi, Jesus, we love you. But yeah, and we have the numbers, and listeners just vamoose. It's like Thanos snaps and it goes away, and it's like my schedule is wacky. It's like I'm going away for 2 weeks. I'm going to Orlando for 2 weeks, so I'm not going to be able to record. I'm not going to be able to edit. I'm not going to be able to do anything. Let's just start fresh in 2026. And it will be the year of Does Disney. How about that? Me and you, the lovely listener, we will start fresh. And we'll set wacky high expectations for New Year's resolutions that we will all abandon by like January 7th, and we'll all be back to smoking black tar hair. Wait, no, I don't need to admit that on mic. Editor, cut that. Crap, I am the editor. No, I don't smoke black tar heroin. I ingest it. Anyway, thank you for listening to this episode of Does Disney. We're going to figure this out together. And, we'll figure it out next year and all that fun stuff. But, of course, if breaking news happens, if Stitch actually does, once again, TP Cinderella Castle, I'll talk about that. If the Muppets do take over Magic Kingdom, I'll talk about that. If, I don't know, Bob Iger sells the company to Donald Trump, I'll talk about... No, I don't even want to talk that one into existence. Oh, God, why did I say that? Actually, no, I don't think I'll talk about that one. I think at that point I will throw myself off a bridge. So there's that. That might be the end of the podcast. Yeah. Until we talk again, have a happy Thanksgiving. Have a Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I hope you have a lovely one, because y'all are the best people in the podcasting game. When I say this is a labor of love, it's not a labor, but I love doing it for y'all, and that's why I picked up the mantle when Jay said he was turning the lights out on the monorail. I wanted to keep going for y'all because I love you, the listeners, and the friendships that I've made along the way, the people that I talk to, the people I interact with, the people that I don't interact with, because I know that there are more of you out there that don't interact in the Facebook group, that are more that don't interact in the Discord, which, by the way, we do have a Discord. Hit up the Monorail fam, both on the Facebook and the Discord. We would love to talk to you. Seriously, this is one of the most inviting, the most engaging, the most loving group of people that I've ever come across. And I could not ask for a better group of virtual friends, virtual family, I will say. Y'all are the reason this is still going. I really thought about shutting it down, but y'all are the reason that the lights are still on. Y'all are the reasons that Poochie put his hat back on. Y'all are the reasons that Dawes does Disney does the dang deal. It's a lot of alliteration. And remember, ladies love alliteration, much like ladies love Cool James. Anyway, that felt like a podcast. I guess. I don't know. Honestly, I am so out of habit when it comes to this. So, thank you, and I apologize. But Disney and Universal, pay your cast members, pay your team members a living wage. We love coming down to your parks. Hell, some of us tolerate spending all of our monies down at your parks. But without them, none of what you have happens. And without them, none of the magic happens. They are the reason it happens. So treat them well. And be decent to each other. You don't know what everybody else has going on in their lives, what they have going on. And it costs you nothing to be nice. So why not be nice? Be decent to each other, especially right now. Because right now kind of sucks for everybody. And take care of yourself, not just physically. I'm talking mentally as well. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Maybe more so. No, I'm not going to say more so. I'm not a doctor. And I didn't even stay at a Holiday Inn Express. But your mental health is very important. Take care of that. And breathe. Have a little bit of fun. And if you could do both of those things, that would mean the world to me. My name is Landon Doan. And I am glad to be back in the damn captain chair of Dawes Does Disney. Thank y'all so much for listening. We will talk again in 2026, unless something wacky happens, and then we will be right back here in the virtual studios. But until then, have a happy Thanksgiving, happy Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, happy whatever you celebrate. I hope you have the best possible. Celebrate it with people you love. Celebrate everything. Life is gonna be okay. We are gonna get through this together. I love you. You are the best. You are gonna get through everything you're going through, because I got your back. Because my name is Landon the Dawes Doan, and you f***ing rock. I'll talk to y'all next year. See ya. Bye. Love you. Mean it. I'm a silly goose who knows about movie and TVs.